Hey guys, you know what time it is? It's time for Need for Speed Most Wanted, tested on the iPhone 5. The game has just launched on October 30 and it's fresher than fresh. You can find it in the App Store for $6.99. It takes up a bit over 500 megabytes to install, and we have here a maps with all the tracks we can race on. We have already acquired a hefty bit of points. This is our ID. You also get a news section, friends section, profile, using the origin system. Well, you need to know it's the creation of Electronic Arts, that's the publisher of the game. 35 unique cars that you can see in the garage here. Actually some very cool cars, like this beautiful Maserati, this Audi A1, Lamborghini Countach, Chevrolet Corvette Stingray, Bentley Continental Super Sports, Porsche Panamera Turbo S, Porsche 911 Carrera. So a lot of cars to unlock, 35 of them. You can also select touch or tilt to steer, and you can mod your cars to enhance their performance. But the basic of the game is simply racing, and we have already unlocked a lot of challenges, so let's get to one of them and start racing. Each of the areas on the map has its own challenges. Each are divided into sections. Some are street races, others are races against time, others simply allow you to reach a certain average speed and maintain it. So I'm going to choose this Camaro. I can also add some mods like reinflating tires, impact protection, nitro-free fuel, some power pack. This cost me money, the money is mentioned here. Obviously you earn money from racing, and you can even repaint your car, make it blue or green or yellow. That also costs money, but let's get to the racing. The graphics are fantastic in the racing. These are the prices, 10,000 bucks if you finish first. And this map that you see here is called Fairhaven. That's the town where all the action takes place. Beautiful graphics and brilliant sound, some very cool tunes. And here we are, we're already racing. Now let me introduce you to the controls. As you can see, I am steering the wheel by tilting the device. And in order to activate the nitrous, I simply swipe up. Beautiful lighting effects. And also great physics engine. This doesn't want to be a simulator, but sometimes it sure feels like it. There's a nitrous bar here. There's also damage. As you can see, when I bump into something, a damage meter appears and the damage is colored in red. There are also cops that will show up and chase you. And if you like the music, we can find out who's playing. You can see the band is Dispatch, Riverboat Gamblers, Asherelle, Band of Skulls, Icona Pop, Joy Formidable, Beware of Darkness, Heaven's Basement, Crosses. We also got Green Day, That's Sarah, even some Skrillex. So let's listen to Skrillex. These are the settings. You have a chase camera, bumper camera, speedometer, audio settings. I've turned down the volume of the FX to better hear the music. As you can see, we can choose between tilt and touch. So let's go back to the race and race some more. You can run into traffic. You can go into tunnels. And you can race forward and backward on tracks. So if I bump into something, this is the damage meter. Here you can see my speed. And what can I say? It's a very nice game, great speed sensation. And I'm actually on the first position in the race. It's one of the easier races. It's actually very nice to race, listen to dubstep, and collide with enemies, get run over by the police. Actually very cool. And here's the race, it's done. You get speed points and you unlock new cars with them. There are 10 tracks to race on, forward and backward, and different times of day, so there is a lot of variation when it comes to that aspect. And you keep climbing up with those speed points, with special achievements and your new personal bests. You unlock new tracks, and that are usually the backward and forward version of the same track. You can also drift, so let me show you the other controls in the game. So this time I'm going to take a Lamborghini Aventador for a race. The aim here is to complete the track in a certain amount of time. So I have to finish the race in 1 minute and 18 seconds. The police will chase me and it will be very hard. Sometimes the track is wet, you tend to slip and things get tough. Okay, so aside from simply tilting the device and from the nitrous, you can also press and hold the right side of the screen to drift, and you can also press the left side of the screen to brake. But now I'm going to pull the nitrous and find some cops to chase me. So remember folks, this game was launched on October 30 on iOS, Android, consoles and PC. So you can get it on your PlayStation, Xbox, PlayStation Vita, PC, or simply the iOS version. That's beautiful as well. Right now we're racing at dusk. There's a beautiful sky in here, and during the day you will be greeted by beautiful sunlight effects. The sun will reflect in your windshield. The audio is great, and now the cops have come in. As you can see, there is a police car in front of me, and if I ram into it, it gives me an extra boost of nitrous. The ideal is not to run into them if you're trying to make a certain time limit, but a boost never hurts anyone. Also be careful when running into traffic. Here's another cop car. I just took down one of the cop cars and now I received a full boost. And sadly I have run out of time. That's the bummer about the races against time. The cops will come and they will take you down, and eventually you lose the race because you didn't fit the perfect timing. There is also another type of races where you have to maintain a certain average of kilometers per hour. So a lot of races to have fun with. Let's see what we have here. There are also one-on-one races, those special races with this marking on. There is a special competitor and it's you against him in a single car. And if you win, you get a lot of speed points, a lot of money, and you unlock an entire new sequence of challenges. So let's see one of those one-on-one races. They have cool names like Spider, Japan, and other stuff like that. So basically racing the best drivers there are and unlocking new challenges, new cars. Here's my challenger. He's going to taunt me by ramming into me, and now it's time for the race. Swiping up to turn the nitrous on. Listening to some Green Day or some other punk band. This time we're racing at what seems to be dusk with street light effects. As you can see, we have beautiful lighting in here. Electronic Arts really did a fine job with this game, both on audio and video graphics. Imagine how this looks on the Retina display on the iPad 3 or iPad 4. And now the cops are coming. You can also run into roadblocks, which is kind of cool. And the police is chasing me, but I just hit them. If you're used to playing Need for Speed Hot Pursuit on the PS3, for example, this will be very easy for you, since that was a pretty hard game to play sometimes. My only objection about this game is that sometimes it gets too hard to play. I just hit some spikes left by the police. Yet another takedown. Keep in mind that you do have damage, so be careful not to damage your car too hard. But it's nice to sometimes just ram into them, especially since they're pesky and won't let you win the race. So this is a city under construction with modern lights. Yet another police car, two police cars actually. And let's see if he can get wrecked by the end of the race. That was a taxi. And in between songs you can even hear the sound effects. Okay guys, so this is basically it. This is Need for Speed Most Wanted on iOS, testing it on the iPhone 5. It's a spectacular game with the mods you can apply to the cars and a beautiful 35 unique cars, 10 tracks forward and back, different times of day. In Fairhaven you can drift, you can ram into cars, you can race against time, you can listen to some cool songs like Galvanize from Chemical Brothers. It's an excellent game. We give it a 9.5 out of 10 here at gsndon.com. Hope you like this review, and we'll be back with a full review of the iPhone 5. In the meantime, go and download this right now since it's a must-have game on iOS, Android, consoles too, and the PC. Beautiful, beautiful graphics, 9.5 out of 10.